This program is part of the Cosmic Potato Podcast Network. For more shows like this, visit our website at cosmicpotato.com.
Watching television, watching television. Watching television, watching television. I need all the image, I need all the sound. I know the info right into my mind.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Trial by Pilot. This is the show where we judge an entire series of television and the work of hundreds on one episode. I'm Bill Lynch.
I'm Elizabeth Lynch.
I'm Casey Lynch.
And I'm Kelly Martin.
We don't know you. Get out of
Kelly
here.
Martin.
I know Kelly solely from being a coworker.
Don't say it, it's not true. No, but I am a long-time listener, first-time guest host.
Oh, boy. Take two. Let's go.
Jesus. I'm so excited to be here today.
This is already off to a
Why?
fantastic start.
Why would you possibly be excited?
you should see the audiogram
levels.
for this just like blowing up.
It's like all blue.
I gotta say, you guys look way different than I expected from the way you sound.
I want to say thank you, but I'm not sure.
Much more svelte.
I also wanted to have Kelly on today because we're talking about The Mandalorian on Disney Plus.
And she is from Mandalore, correct?
Well,
You can tell by my helmet.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Kelly and her husband have 2 young sons, and they go to Disney every 6 months.
We haven't let Sam even know like what Disney is. We don't watch any movies.
What does
He's not
Disney have to
allowed.
do with it? Do you mean Lucasfilms?
Well, yeah, so there's 2 things we could discuss before going into the episode. One is
There's more than 2 things. we can
Disney and Disney Plus, the
Oh.
new streaming service, and then the other is Star Wars.
Yeah.
So let's start with Disney Plus.
Okay, fuck them. Fuck Disney.
Yeah, I kind of felt that way.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I already have so many like subscription services. I don't need another. Like, this is so ridiculous. But I'll sign up for the free trial so I can watch Mandalorian. And then when I was scrolling through it, I saw that they happen to have every single Disney Channel original movie.
Which are always good.
Yeah. So
They
then
make-
I started
they make good
watching
content.
Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, Xenon the sequel, Z3, Brink.
Oh, God.
Does that mean that Newsies is on it too?
It is. Oh. Yeah. So is
Exciting.
X-Men, the original animated
The
series.
animated series? Okay.
And Gargoyles.
I was
the
just going to
animated
make fun
series.
of you two, but
Brink?
then I was like, oh, X-Men.
What's Brink?
Ice skating?
Brink? Rollerblading.
Rollerblading?
In California. You
Brink.
didn't watch?
Oh, I'm thinking of a rink. I was like, oh, Brink, yeah, well, you ice skate.
It's incredible how close you got.
Yeah.
Brink.
That was good.
No, it's just some good originals.
Star Wars.
Oh, but real quick, yeah, fuck Disney. Guys, you have enough money. Relax, okay? Stop making every little kid, like, need all of your stuff. You sell, like, billions of dollars in toys, billions of dollars in movies. Just calm down. I actually
Right.
hate Disney. But now to Star Wars.
So are you a Star Wars purist then? Like, you liked the original 3 and now you're mad at Disney for the cash grab?
I'm mad at Disney for the cash grab. That's not true. I'm fine with Disney making any movie they want as long as they make it good. So if they make a good Star Wars movie, I'm into it.
Sure.
I like the newer movies. I don't think they're... Well, I like the newer of the trilogy.
Yeah.
I don't think they're as good, of course, but I still think they're good. But also, they make so much shit, too. Like, Star Wars is just ridiculous now.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a big Star Wars fan as a kid, of course. I fucking grew up in the 80s. Loved the first 3 movies.
I remember the first time I saw Star Wars, we were at our grandparents' house in the Poconos, and you were watching Return of the Jedi in the basement room. And I walked in and I said, what are you doing? And you're like, I'm watching Star Wars, don't you know? Like, you kind of were mad that I didn't know what Star Wars was. I must have been like 5 or something.
Oh, that's great. I never knew that story.
Yeah.
The prequels are shit.
Of course.
I thought... Have you seen everything, Kelly?
Yeah,
I know Elizabeth
believe
hasn't.
so. I haven't seen, like, the TV shows, like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
cartoons.
So I should jump in here as the only person who doesn't care at all about Star Wars.
Yeah.
You don't care
I've
at all?
seen... No, I mean, I've seen some of the movies. Nothing new. Like, I think I've seen all 3
Of the originals?
of the original.
That's most.
I'm sure you have at some point.
Maybe I've seen all 3 prequels. I don't remember.
Yeah. Those are
It,
forgettable
doesn't
and run
mean
together
anything
anyways.
to me. Like, I just don't really care that much
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I was kind of excited when they like brought everything back with all
Right.
these acquisitions, and they announced the Force Awakens, and it was an absolute carbon copy of A New Hope.
Yeah.
But I was fine with it.
Sure.
It was still like a charming movie. I thought it still had heart. I thought, what's her name? Daisy Ridley was good.
Yeah.
I thought the second one was a huge step down.
Yes.
I thought it was a bad movie.
Which one was that one? Who was in it? What was it about?
The same group.
The
Not the
Last
so now they're
Jedi.
also doing all the standalone films because they need to release a Star Wars movie every single year. But this is
enough.
episode 8, the next one. The most recent one with Rey.
That's the subtitle. Star Wars episode 8, the
most
next one.
recent one.
They might as well.
When like Luke is on like an island planet the whole time.
Yes, Luke is on an island planet
Yeah, I didn't love that
milking
one.
giant blue tits, and
The dream.
just blue milk comes out, and they went to that casino planet, which is
Oh,
one of the,
God.
trash.
the worst scenes of any movie.
It went on so long.
It was
so stupid.
No point.
Yeah,
No point
trash,
at all.
Trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hated that one. I thought Rogue One was okay. There were some good scenes.
Yeah. It was a fine. It was a fine like movie. A terrible Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
I thought Rogue
Like-
One was better than.
It was like
I did too, yeah.
Sit back and watch it. It's fine. Whatever.
But it's just getting tiring. They just keep pumping them
Right.
out. Every single movie has to have R2D2 and C3PO.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, we know what
So
they
kids
are.
can be them for Halloween.
Right, right.
Although they were all just stormtroopers this year. Everyone at our daycare.
Yeah,
Alright.
I kind of hate that I loved Star Wars so much as a kid because now everyone's like, "Oh, Casey, you love Star," because I really love Star Wars. I had like Star Wars parties and stuff. And now everyone's like, "Oh, you love Star Wars." I'm like, "Well, no, not anymore. Now I just like
not cool
some
anymore,
of them." Yeah. God. But no, now I'm like anytime any Star Wars thing happens, everyone's like, "Casey." I'm like, I don't. I like movies that are good. If Star Wars is good, I'll like it. But now it's not something. Star Wars, you exhaust me.
So the
It was actually
Mandalorian.
really fun watching this with Casey. 'Cause we watched
Were you
it.
all three together?
We just watched it.
I think this is the
before.
first time we've ever watched
Oh, it's
something
very
together.
fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
fresh, fresh,
shoot.
fresh.
Yes. I had many
But
moments
not
of
fresh on RottenTomatoes.com.
Really?
No, I'm just for us. I'm
0 tomatoes.
I haven't looked at the Rotten Tomatoes score.
Yeah, I had
I've actually-
to hold my tongue quite a bit.
I
This
think
episode.
at the time of this recording, there's only 2 episodes released.
Oh, okay.
And I've seen a lot of people that like it. I saw the fucking Baby Yoda meme everywhere
Oh
on
my
social
God.
media. Everywhere.
They were like news art. I was getting push notifications on my phone about what we know about Baby Yoda.
Okay.
Jesus.
So can I?
He's 50.
And a baby.
Wait, he's 50. Isn't he 700 in Return of the Jedi or something like that?
I don't.
No,
it's
no,
not
this
actual
is
Yoda.
not Yoda.
Oh, okay. You were saying Yoda,
Just-
so
yeah.
It's
Well, what's
just
the species?
I do not know that.
It might not be named.
It might not be.
I believe it is not named.
Yeah, there's very little
Well, they might
in the
name it
history of
now.
the species, which I think is
Well, you
why
know,
it's fun for them
because-
to explore it.
Yeah.
You read the things that we know about it. Like you read. I'm assuming you read that.
Oh, yeah.
notification.
Oh, I
do
clicked
we-
that push notification.
So what do we know, Kelly?
Guys, if there's one thing you should know about Kelly, she loves push notifications.
Just like to say the term.
It's embarrassing because I just knew that because of my life, how I live it.
Well, we know you're
was
a
like-
huge Star Wars
Yeah.
fan.
I was like, oh, someone who likes Star Wars as much as me. And then I was like, oh no.
I can't believe I added myself. I could have just been like the spurt over here, but
Like we got a Star Wars professional on. Like, oh, someone who knows what's up. Okay, since we got to the Baby Yoda thing, can I please just read my last comment?
Sure.
I wrote, baby, in quotes, Baby Yoda? Fuck you, Disney. I was just so pissed.
Guys, I don't think I adequately adjusted this mixer for Kelly's laugh.
That's fair.
but can everyone hear my knee slap when I'm laughing?
All right, let's talk about the show.
Yeah.
It starts in a remote bar in this like desolate tundra looking area, and there's a couple degenerate guys. They're holding down an alien onto the table, talking about cutting out his glands and selling them.
Oh yeah, they were. Yeah.
And they say something about like, oh, he's young, he's gonna have some good musk.
Yeah. He's
Like, they want to eat that
He's
fish
got
human?
good musk.
Ugh.
No, they're gonna sell it. They're gonna sell the musk.
It made it sound like they were going to eat him, but I had a couple crispy boys at that point, so my inner cannibal was coming out.
And then
Is it Crispy Boys?
That's what Kelly and her husband called beer.
God. You're off the podcast.
I just forgot about it because it's been a while since we had Crispy Boys together.
a while.
So
I thought you said Krispy Kremes. I was like, oh, she ate a bunch of donuts. And then Liz said something. I'm like, wait, what did you say? Crispy what?
so the circular door opens and the titular Mandalorian
Oh,
is standing
God.
there. You know what's gonna come up in this show.
I know.
I don't even think we find out the fucking guy's name.
No.
Yeah.
So
But it is a guy that I like.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's Pedro Pascal, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I assumed.
So he gets into a fight with the bad guys and like saves the alien. One of the bad guys tries to run away and he like shoots him with his grappling hook and pulls him halfway through the door and then shoots the door so it closes and it chops the guy in half.
Is he allowed to do
was
that?
cool.
Sure.
Is he? Because he wasn't. None of those other guys were his bounty, so he's just murdering people.
I think they're like really good at murdering people, though.
Yeah, if they're bad guys, you can just kill whoever.
Well, hey, that's my law.
Competition. Yeah.
No, yeah, I know.
It was cool, but they like didn't show it, of course.
Yeah.
Like Casey was like, "Oh," because you don't really realize it's too
It was
graphic
too
because it
tasteful.
is.
Okay.
Disney
They like show
Plus.
that it's happening and then they cut away.
So we find out that the alien actually has a bounty on him. So that's why
Which
the
I called.
Mandalorian is there.
Yeah.
And so they get like a speeder taxi to go back to
Oh
his
my
ship.
god.
And
How bad did these speeders look?
He said no droids, too.
no droids. He doesn't want to be like tracked, I guess.
No, Mandalorians feud with droids.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, he does
Oh, they
mention that
do?
later too.
Oh, I wondered
Yeah.
why he said
That-
that.
that-
Was this in the article that you
As
read?
a, no,
It's part of-
this is different.
It's probably something to do with the Outer Rim.
As a species,
Because Mandalore is in the Outer Rim, so I'm sure they're just racist
Maybe.
against droids.
Yeah, or maybe their leader was once killed by a droid. Who knows?
Oh,
Who knows? I don't.
maybe spoiler alert.
I didn't read the whole article.
So the taxi driver gets ready to drive away, and he goes, "Stay off the ice," and he drives away, and immediately a giant worm swallows him
Yeah.
from beneath
Yeah.
the ice.
Which
Dude was like, I'm sorry.
no, you go ahead.
He
You're
was
the
like
guest.
60 years old. He was acting like a professional ice tracker, and then all of a sudden, whoop, he's dead.
Yeah.
and so it comes after the Mandalorian and
Well, I
the
was
alien.
gonna say, he said stay off the ice. The speeder's not on the ice. They hover above the ice.
Yeah.
So he wasn't on the ice. Why did kill the old guy?
It's like a shark surfboard type of situation.
But if the surfboard was like above the water,
It would still cast a shadow.
like if you had
It's casting a shadow.
if you had a hovering surfboard and the guy was like, "Don't jump in the water," and you jumped in the water, and then the shark ate him.
I'm pretty sure there's a Disney Channel original movie with a hovering surfboard.
Of
We might have
course
to
there
watch
was.
it.
So Mandalorian uses this electrifying lance to get free from the giant worm, which Casey pointed out was in the
Yep.
Christmas special.
Yep. Not Christmas special. It's from the Life Day special.
Oh gosh.
The Star Wars holiday special.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, back with the original trilogy, between episode 4 and 5, there was the holiday special, which is the first introduction of Boba Fett as a cartoon, and he had that little prong thing.
Oh, cool. So it's been established. I thought it was a cool
Guys,
weapon.
I'm not a virgin. I swear.
It's a notoriously
I was like,
it's notoriously terrible, the holiday
yeah,
special.
it's really bad.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen it. Is it so bad it's good?
I enjoy it because I can both laugh at Star Wars and enjoy Star Wars.
Okay.
So I find it funny that it's so shitty, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, it's Han Solo. Oh, look, he hates this. That's
Is it
funny.
like a naughty but nice situation or
No.
naughty and nice situation, whatever that was?
I don't
Naughty
know
and
if you
nice.
can
Naughty
enjoy
and
it
nice.
unless you liked Star Wars.
Okay.
But
Okay.
could also hate Star Wars.
Okay.
You're like, oh, Carrie Fisher, look, she's fucked up.
They take off from the ice, and the guy's in shackles, and he says he needs to use the back tube.
He was funny. It was like an actor that is known. Who was it?
I don't know. He sounded very familiar.
Yeah, he was.
Yes.
I could almost figure it out.
But
We
yeah,
talked a lot about this like need for him
was
to
also-
take back tube stuff.
it was also just kind of weird and off-putting that he was just like. He was clearly just like a nerdy actor that like had blue
Yeah.
alien makeup on.
Yeah.
I thought he was.
Like, why is he talking like a nerd from Central Jersey?
Yeah.
Like,
He was making me giggle.
I thought that because I don't, like I said, I don't watch a lot of any like Star Wars things. So I was like, why does he seem like what I remember from the first Star Wars movies that I saw is that
Wars.
like they all talked kind of funny, at least from my memory. There was some kind of like weird formal way that they spoke, or I don't know. I could be
It was
remembering
British,
this wrong.
wasn't it? Wasn't that the formal one?
But like to him, I was just like, oh, he just looks like he's a guy in a costume, like he's at a Halloween party or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
and just talking.
he's like, hey, I have to go use the back tube. I'm molting.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was trying to be funny.
Yeah.
So he goes downstairs. Mandalorian lets him go downstairs, and
The titular Mandalorian.
he like punches something into a keypad, and like the weapon bay opens up. Like, why did he know the fucking password to the weapon
He's the
bay?
master of codes.
I must have missed
Was that in the credits? Master of Codes.
Master Code.
But then he closes it and he starts walking along and finds a row of like humanoids stuck in carbonite. And
I
then he
also, my note is carbonite bullshit. Because, like, that's not a thing that the Mandalorians did. It was, like, a thing that happened in the
Yeah,
movie.
I wrote, dude got Han Soloed.
Yeah. So, yeah, they did it to Han Solo because, like, they've never done it to humans before, or, you know, humanoids. But now, of course, we have to see it because
Well, now
Boba
it's
Fett
the
did it
future.
Remember Carbonite?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in fucking Cloud City.
Yeah.
So Mandalorian's right behind him, pushes him into a chamber, and freezes him in Carbonite. And then we find
Which
out.
has to be so impractical. Cuff him.
Just come him and bring him in.
Don't trick him to go take a shit and then freeze him in liquid metal or whatever it is.
The Mandalorian is handing in these bounties, and the guy attempts to pay him in Imperial credits, but then he says, "Oh well, the Empire's dead, so these are worthless."
Yeah, that's why I figured it was future.
And then,
But also,
he's-
that's another thing just another reference to like, we don't take this type of money.
yeah. Well,
Just shut up already.
yeah, I thought that was fine because at least it was establishing some
Yeah.
kind of timeline, even though I didn't know what exactly they were
fair.
talking
I
about.
thought it was a nice, like, semi-sneaky way to.
I think
Yeah.
I'm just tired.
It was one of
You're jaded.
Yeah.
one of like the least obvious things.
Least
in the show.
offensive
Right.
reference.
So he has some other bounties, but they're like really cheap.
Mm.
So Mandalorian's like, it's not even worth it. And he's like, all right, well, I have one. I have one big bounty, but it's face to face. It's like, off the grid kind of.
Yeah.
And so the Mandalorian accepts it, and then we see him walking up to this door, and the like eyeball guard comes out.
Trash can. Yeah.
Remember the eyeball guard?
Which Billy heard me either laugh or make some like exhausted noise, and that made him laugh because I was just like, ugh, another fucking reference. We get it. We've seen the movies.
And so he goes into this bunker, and there's 4 stormtroopers and like some captain from the old Empire, I guess.
Werner Herzog.
Played by Werner Herzog. And the other guy, one of the other Empire guys, was a guy from American Gods. We were talking about that
Oh, really?
earlier this week, yeah. And so he has this like little rectangle of Beskar,
Beskar,
which is
okay.
like, I guess, the metal they use to make Mandalorian armor.
Oh, okay.
And apparently it's worth a lot.
Yeah.
And so the captain is saying, like, listen, we need this asset alive or dead for a reduced fee.
Yeah.
And like the other guy's like, hey, that's not what we agreed to. But they only have limited info on this asset. 50 years old and the last location he was in. Mm-hmm. That's all Mandalorian has to go on.
Yeah.
And
Because
then-
Yoda's old, so 50 is a baby.
Yeah.
You live 50. He's super intelligent, but he's 50 years old, so he acts like a baby.
Then he steps out into the streets, and we like get a little scene of the street life there. And there's like a little Jabba alien. What was it called?
Oh, yeah, those little gremlin things.
Yeah.
Being roasted.
I forget what it was. Salacious Crumb was his name. I forget what the
Yeah.
alien is.
So whatever species that is, we see one like roasting on a
Yes,
spit.
it's on a
like-
spit, yeah.
And Casey goes, they just can't help themselves. Like, why do you have to cram in another stupid fucking reference? Like, new audiences don't care what that alien is.
Yeah, no, it's
Like, I get like establishing like, all right, a little street life, but like then he
Sure.
leaves that planet. It doesn't pertain to the plot at all.
There's 0 point. It's at the same time lazy and too much work.
Yeah.
They're being lazy because they're not thinking of new things, and they're working too hard to make fans happy. Where I think at this point, at least half the fans hate this shit, right? Because I know there's like fanboys of Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But I know like a lot of people don't like this shit anymore.
I think, can we just go back to the scene when they're talking about capturing Baby Yoda? I think something important happened in that.
Okay.
And the dude that's hiring him mentioned at least twice that our Mandalorian is, like, the best.
Oh, and that's the one he goes to see?
No, the main character, the titular
Oh.
character, is, like, the best of the bounty hunters.
Yes,
Ponce
yes.
And I
character.
think that comes in later in one of the reasons why I'm so pissed. So he's supposed to be really good.
Right.
And even when they held him up,
Yeah, he sucks. He's not a good
Yeah, he sucks.
bounty hunter.
it's like, we have him 4-1, and our Mandalorian says, I like those odds. So he's supposed to be real cool.
I'll admit I kind of like that line. I was like, cool, all right. Back to Boba Fett shit.
So he goes to meet another Mandalorian who is an armorer, I guess? Like some kind of blacksmith?
She was, but she was hitting that metal real soft. She was like, ding, ding. I'm like, you have to hit metal really hard to like smith it like that.
Is this the scene where Casey goes, "Is that a woman?"
I did the same thing!
Bill was like, "Do you have a crush already?" and then she starts talking, and he's like, "Yeah."
It was literally just a Mandalorian generic costume with long hair. In case he's like, whoa.
It had like a fur hood.
I didn't even notice the hair. I just noticed the fur. And I was like, is that a lady? Is that a woman? I was kind of into it.
Those
So-
breastplates look good.
So she melts down the block of Beskar,
Yeah.
steel or whatever it is, and she's like hammering it into something. And every time she hammers, our Mandalorian gets a flashback
Oh, yeah.
because he says, fuck. She's like, oh, this is going to be worth so much, it's going to be able to pay for some foundlings.
Right.
And he's like, oh, I was a foundling. Whatever that is. Like
Yeah.
a Mandalorian orphan or some
Orphan,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, God.
Can't they just say
This
orphan?
scene.
And so every
Well, we
time...
have younglings. What about a youngling who's an orphan? Oh, foundling.
Oh, my God.
Every time she hammers, we get like generic sad flashback
Yeah.
of him.
Yeah.
I mean, real quick.
Oh, my God.
They speak English. They speak the same language we do. Can they just not use the same words?
But they're on another planet. It's Star Wars.
Yeah, I think because I love Star Wars, I'm both very critical in a negative way and in a positive way.
Yeah.
Like when The Force Awakens came out, I cried like multiple times. Just seeing like the Millennium Falcon, just seeing that made me cry. Like I loved it.
Oh, that's what they're going for.
Yeah, that got me. But then if
5,000 references later.
Yeah, and then if something sucks, I'm like, that really sucks, and it
Yeah.
breaks my heart.
So it's this like
But she was hot.
they're trying so hard to make this like a dramatic, touching scene.
Yeah.
And then in the end, she pulls out a shoulder pad and puts it on his shoulder.
Oh my
like
gosh, yeah.
that was the whole scene. They get
Yeah.
to a shoulder pad.
It was so forced. Like,
Yeah.
that flashback scene was just ridiculous. I think I was, like, laughing out loud.
Yeah.
And why
It
don't
was
they
just-
just make their suits out of carbonite? Like, they seem to have plenty of it.
Chock full of
Drown
shit.
people in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like 1 second clips of his mom holding him, and they're wearing red. Maybe that comes into play later. And then just like explosions and like laser shooting. Like,
Yeah.
we don't get a context of anything.
No. Yes, he.
It
was-
doesn't matter.
Of course not.
And so he's tracking this mark on a desert planet, and then he's attacked by some sperm aliens.
Yeah. It's called a blurb, I think.
A blurg.
Blurred.
Blurb?
Blurg.
Called a blurg.
Yep. They said it
That's so
eventually.
It has a
Stupid.
fish head and a T-Rex body.
Yes, I didn't realize the arms until later. It
But,
does,
the,
it
but
does have little
the
arms.
fish head in relation to the T-Rex body is gigantic.
Yeah. It's
It,
yeah.
it literally looks like a big old green sperm with tiny arms and legs.
It's dope.
Yeah.
But then he's saved by the guy from
Or a
Planet of the
tadpole,
Apes.
I guess you could say.
How is
Yeah, it
this?
looked like a tadpole.
And this is why I wanted to bring up the fact that he's supposedly the best. He's like the best Mandalorian, and all of a sudden he just gets attacked by this dopey-looking fish thing. Like, while
Yeah.
he has a scope on it.
He's
like,
looking through a telescope, and then he lowers it, and there's like something charging at him, like he doesn't hear it or see it.
Yeah,
Like
if
all
the
of a
other
sudden it's
dude-
right there.
Yeah, if the other dude wasn't there, he was gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, he was just gonna die right there.
Yeah, he's getting eaten by two of them.
Like, he's not cool.
And then the Planet of the Apes guy says, "I will help you. I
Yeah.
have spoken."
Oh, God. That was a grab for a catchphrase.
It looked like
Yeah.
a fucking like an animatronic like character. That
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Like it didn't
Yeah.
look like an actual like creature.
It looked like the makeup from Planet of the Apes in the 1970s.
but worse. It looked like it was a robot of the makeup from the Planet of the Apes.
So this guy tells the Mandalorian that he needs to learn to ride a blurg if he wants to get to the spot.
Oh my god, this is so
And he'll-
stupid.
They
Having you
Stop
repeat
saying
it back.
blurg.
He'll help him for the price of half a blurg. I'm like, but you already did it yourself. Like, you didn't need
Did he
this
say have a
Mandalorian.
blurg?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Well, also, wasn't he like... I don't know if he was like farming the blurgs or like...
Yeah, like,
Okay, we need to stop saying
Guys,
blurg.
this is the dumb. This is a joke.
I wrote down, is this a joke? This is dumb.
What was he doing with the blurg? Do we know if he was a blurg farmer?
I need to know the rules of blurg farming to
Fucking
understand this
quit.
world.
Oh my god, where's the canon for that?
Well, this is when were you gonna get to where he like starts to like tame it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
So,
god.
I honestly thought that was going to be like a 30-minute scene. It would not have surprised me if we just spent the rest of the episode with him like trying to tame a blurg.
so he keeps getting thrown off. Our Mandalorian keeps getting thrown off of the blurg, and so the ape guy gives him this like motivational speech, like, "You're gonna give up? Your ancestors rode the great Cockosaurus," or whatever they called it.
Mythosaur.
And
Very creative name. Mythosaur.
Is that what it was? Oh my god.
and so the Mandalorian goes up and like gently lays his hand on the spermy forehead,
While the sunlight is like pouring in, like silhouetting them.
and then he hops on, and then we get like a quick montage of them riding along.
Music. Has anyone ever seen George of the Jungle?
I don't know.
Oh, a
Maybe-
long
or
time ago.
Tarzan?
Yes.
I don't remember even which one it is, but like there's like Brendan Fraser, is it?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
George of the Jungle.
yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And he's like with a horse in like a paddock, like petting it, and all the women are like, ah, like petting horses, and it was like the same lighting and music as this scene with the dude with the blur.
That's so funny.
You remember when
I
everyone
said-
wanted to fuck Brendan Fraser?
It was like
Look
that.
at him now.
That's so funny because I said when the scene ended, I was like, guys, I cannot take this seriously.
Oh
Like, if this was a scene with a human and a horse, I would still think it was cheesy.
It was so corny.
But like, I would understand it
Yeah.
because I can understand what a horse is and what a human is. This was beyond ridiculous. I was like, this is so stupid.
Do you remember what you said during the montage, Casey?
I believe I called it a slutty sperm.
You said it's like two men riding slutty cum drops.
And then they showed them riding off into the sunset. It was like,
Yeah, because the blurgs or whatever had their ass.
No,
like,
not or whatever. They're fucking blurs.
okay. The blurgs had their ass shaking, so I was like, it looked like men riding these like suggestive beasts that look just like jizz.
And like, and
all.
why did they need it? Like, those cracks weren't that big that
Right.
they were jumping over.
Yeah. The creatures weren't fast. They weren't like strategic in any ways. They
Yeah.
just
Right.
needed some aliens that looked like a load.
so stupid.
Needed an animal
So-
husbandry scene.
We find out that the ape guy's motivation is because this is like a peaceful planet and all of these like crime syndicates are coming in to use the area as like a corridor. Mm-hmm. So that's why he's helping, and then he leaves. And so the Mandalorian is like eyeing up this little stronghold where the asset's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But then an IG-88 unit shows up.
Yeah, I think it's just an IG unit.
okay.
I think 88's
Oh,
specific.
All right,
Okay.
guys, don't have a fet.
Okay. I see you looking at your notes.
Did you just look at your notes to see what jokes that you had written?
It wasn't on this page, but I did write that
Okay.
joke down. I was waiting for some.
Wait till someone argues, and then I got this joke.
I think it went pretty well.
That was good. I was really hoping. I'm sure they will. I was really hoping like other bounty hunters would show up.
Yeah.
Because I noticed
oh,
IG-88 immediately. I was like,
Brask will show up.
yeah, Bosk.
Bosk, you're right. Brask is a character in my D&D play-by-post campaign.
Shout out.
This is the coolest.
You just mixed up your Star Wars episode of your podcast with
Just
your
moving across the couch.
internet D&D game. You fucking nerd.
So the IG unit blasts away a bunch of these bad guys, and then the Mandalorian like pops out, gets shot conveniently in the new shoulder pad he just got.
Yeah.
Even though this IG unit's shooting everyone else like in their fucking eyeball.
Yeah. Which, oh my god, how bad did the fucking shooting look? I commented on it. It was like spinning its torso, like, just in circles, like shooting. Why did it have to do that? It doesn't have to do that. It can just shoot normal. Like, it would literally spin to, like, shoot where the other hand was.
They were making it try to seem quicker, like spinning and like
Yeah.
shooting perpendicular to its body.
But no, it would.
Why did the
wouldn't.
Mandalorian come out of hiding? He could have just let the droid shoot them all, but then he like ran in front of the fire.
Yeah, I guess he
Dude's
didn't.
supposed to be the best.
Well,
Yeah.
he didn't want the IG unit to get the asset.
Yeah, he mentioned, like, oh, it's a bounty droid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I even mentioned in the thing when we were watching it, like, when the IG unit and him are under fire, they're in like the center of the like the corridor or the courtyard or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they ran past like everyone and then got caught. Like you're not that good, man.
Yeah, not that good. But
So
Bounty Droid was cool.
You know, Dog the Bounty. God damn it!
so they decide to work
You stepped
together.
on my Dog the Bounty Hunter joke.
They decide to work together and split the reward. They're both part of whatever guild.
Yeah, what is the bounty droid after? He doesn't seem to have any wants or needs.
Wait, did you say that it was the same guild?
Yeah.
Same guild, but different hires.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he was created to be a bounty hunter.
But so is he like? Okay, I don't know.
I guess whoever built him
It
or
just
owns
seems
him.
like the IG unit is better as a background character than a character that we have to think about.
right.
Because space is tricky.
So a ton more bad guys come out, and there's this like long shootout.
But there's a lot of good jokes about the IG unit killing itself.
Well, yeah, they
Jedi
get surrounded,
self-destruct.
and so the IG unit keeps trying to initiate its self-destruct sequence.
Uh-huh.
I liked that.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I
thought
hated
it was
it.
cute.
It was funny. He does like 3 times.
Yeah.
And the Mandalorian's like, no, don't self-destruct.
Yeah.
And so the bad guys bring this machine gun turret laser
Skiff?
blaster.
Do they call that a skiff in Star Wars?
No, the skiff is like a...
I don't know. I thought there were. Never mind. I thought it was.
maybe it was on a skiff.
I thought it was a more
Yeah.
generic term. Like skiff is just like a floating.
And so finally, the Mandalorian shoots the handles of this gun with his grappling hook, spins it around, shoots the gunner, and then hops on and guns down everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go inside the warehouse and they find the asset. It's in like a little sphere, and they open it up, and it's a little baby Yoda.
Porg. Oh yeah.
A 50-year-old baby Yoda, whatever species.
Yeah.
So the IG-88 insists that like he was told the target needs to be assassinated
Yeah.
and brought back dead, and so the Mandalorian shoots the IG unit. And the final scene is him holding out a finger for the baby to grab.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very cute.
So that fucking baby Yoda has been on every social media feed of mine for days. Just like every single person that posts, it's like a picture or a meme or something.
It achieved what it needed to achieve. Yeah. It
What,
did
that
it.
they're going to sell a lot of baby Yoda toys?
Yeah.
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 Right before Christmas.
I had
Yeah,
never,
yeah.
I had never seen it.
I did see it. I didn't understand what it was.
We saw them like going up to the sphere, and I was like, and I made like a pork joke or whatever. But he was like, he said something like that was like, yeah, this has been all over the internet. Kind of. Oh yeah. Not like you said it in a shitty way, but I felt like, why don't I know this then? And then Yoda pops out. I'm like, oh, okay. Just a Yoda.
So, what did you guys think of The Mandalorian?
I loved it. Best show of the year.
Kelly, why don't you start?
I mean, it was cute. There were some cute creatures.
Like the sperm things, the blurgs.
The blurgs were
Yum, yum.
adorable.
Are your kids getting blurg toys for Christmas?
Yeah.
No one's getting a blurg
A plushy
toy.
blurg.
Oh, I guarantee people are getting fucking blurg toys.
Oh, definitely. Dolphin.
You're getting one now.
Yeah.
Because that's funny.
I feel like it needed a little bit more lore to hook me in, though. Like, the Baby Yoda thing was the only, like, bit of new lore, and...
Okay.
Honestly, I'm going to be canceling my Disney subscription as soon as I finish watching all the original movies again. Because, like, that made it worth it. But probably won't watch it.
Yeah, there was very little to... What was supposed to hook us? Like, the story of this Mandalorian...
Well, people like Boba Fett.
Right. Well, yeah, let's
That's
talk about that. That's why they made this fucking show,
Yeah.
is because Boba Fett was a very, very minor side character in the movies.
But that's what people like about him.
Right.
Is that he is in, like... 10 minutes and you barely see him, and he does like 3 things and they're all very cool but
Yeah.
very like sly.
Yeah.
He doesn't like chat all the time. He's just
Yeah.
he's at one point like chatting up a babe, and then he like when Leia pulls out the thermal detonator, he like quickly pulls out his gun.
Yeah.
He's just like a cool chill guy, and he's
Yeah.
got cool armor. We don't need to know everything about his whole fucking planet. Like,
So is that who this guy's supposed to be? Is this supposed to be Boba
No.
Fett? No.
One of his species.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think they're kind of not sure what Mandalorians are. It's both people from a planet and a bounty hunters guild, I think.
Yeah.
So I think Disney and Star Wars and no one in the world knows what Mandalorians are actually.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I
But
think they were originally like a species, and now it's like their
Now
planet
it's
is
just-
gone, and anyone can like train to become like a
Okay.
bounty hunter.
Okay.
oh no, I look like an idiot.
That's all I know.
Showing up immediately.
Well, there was that article that you missed, Case.
I didn't get
one
the push
article, guys.
notification.
You forgot to turn
Actually,
push.
Chris read it and briefed me.
Just let me know whatever's important.
Chris read the headings for the article and told you about them. That's where you're getting all your
All right,
information.
I'm going to trust my own
Yeah,
knowledge.
definitely
then.
trust Casey, everyone. I don't know anything.
I'm not the biggest Star Wars nerd, but I do know a little bit.
But the problem was, we should have looked it up. Pedro Pascal is probably the Mandalorian who was in
I'll
Game of
say so.
Thrones. He's good.
Yeah.
Who was he in Game of Thrones?
The Red Viper of Dorne. Yummy. Oh, he is
Did they
Oberyn-
get
nice.
stabbed
Oberyn
in
Martell.
the knives?
What?
The dude that got like the eye thing.
Yeah.
He got his head crushed.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry.
Oh, that's who this actor was?
I
Yeah.
think so. He was like one of the first ones noticed in the credits. I think we were like laughing when the credits were rolling.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm assuming he was that and not
That's
like
interest-
the blue.
Yeah, it's him.
Okay.
I
Yeah, he was
couldn't.
the blue thing.
I couldn't stand any time he spoke. I thought he was so. I don't know. I just didn't find him very interesting at all.
He didn't walk.
Oh no, the
very
character.
cool
No,
either.
no.
The character, yeah, the character. Like but like even when
Yeah, he
the
didn't.
actor was like speaking, I was just like,
I thought he did a cool voice,
Okay.
and then when I heard it was Pedro Pascal, I was like,
I thought it was
okay.
fine when he was speaking, but he spoke so little and never took his helmet off. Like, how am I supposed to have this emotional connection to a character that never speaks and you never see him? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't care about him.
Yeah.
No.
You know?
Yeah, Billy saw me picking up my notebook as he was saying that because I also wrote, where did I put it? It's hard to care about a faceless character.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit about this guy. It's like watching a robot.
Yeah.
And he didn't have any personality.
Actually, I liked watching the robot better. The droid was great. He had a lot of personality.
At some point, I'm sure next episode maybe, at some point he has to take his fucking mask off, where we like see him early on putting
Yeah.
it on and whatever. He has a scar. I don't know, some shit. You have to do something.
Yeah.
Besides have him be this like robotic masked figure.
Yeah. It's just, and him being like so not a character. Like he doesn't get to use his charisma or anything.
Right.
Like it's Pedro Pascal. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I felt.
I just saw him in a movie recently. He's great.
So I hope that'll change. We see him like he clearly cares for something at the end where he won't kill this baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Which is like a nice tiny kernel, but like it's the pilot, man.
But also it could just be he's getting more money to not kill it.
Maybe.
And why would he split it with the IG unit?
Right.
I'm sure it's more than that, but
Yeah.
we could also interpret it the way of just more money.
Yeah.
IG unit.
Jesus.
I just thought of that right now.
Hey kids, remember the 1990s?
I don't know if anyone cares what I think because I don't care or know about Star
Zip it.
Wars, but I just want to say...
Well, hold on. Before
What?
you go, no one cares what any of us think.
No, of course not.
I just mean in this room. But, like, I didn't really like it because I just felt no connection to anything. And I don't know if that's a problem. Maybe you have to have some kind of a connection. Like, even like you guys are saying they're referencing all these things. Like, I didn't know what they were referencing half the time. Like, nothing meant anything to me. So it was just this, like, brand new world. And I was just like, okay, that's a really weird... Like, blur... What's that? Blurg about? Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess
What's the blurg
that
about?
was new.
Can we start using blurg
What's the
as like a verb? What's the blurg?
Here's the thing. All of the references in every piece of Star Wars since the prequels have only served the purpose to be references.
Okay.
Yeah.
None of them ever drive the plot or add anything interesting to characters. It's just so people go, oh, I fucking remember that. I remember that from when I was a kid. That's it. That's the only purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like maybe we'll get our second 1-star review because I've seen a lot of people that have liked the first couple episodes of the show.
Yeah, I can believe that.
And people that I think have different tastes just from being friends with them, and a lot of people like it. Maybe the next couple episodes are better.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe it's like, oh, I like Star Wars, so I like this. It was, or the first episode was okay, so I'm gonna keep watching, and it gets better. But
Yeah. And I think this episode was like 40-something minutes. I think they averaged 30-something. So it's easy to watch like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Although they're releasing it weekly. Disney
know.
Plus is.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Like, how does Disney Plus work with new content?
Oh, thank God I'm paying
At
to
least
wait.
for this.
yeah.
Fucking Disney.
So if you wait a little bit, you can binge a couple. So it's easy enough to like watch 2 or 3 if you're
Yeah.
really into Star Wars. So maybe it gets better. But the pilot did not grab my attention.
No. And I feel like we're making fun of it more than it would deserve if it wasn't a Star Wars thing.
Right.
Like
Probably.
like if it was all this content, just not Star Wars reference, it'd be like that wasn't great.
Yeah.
But because it's Star Wars, we disliked it more.
I
I hated it. And I
hate it.
wasn't offended by it. I just hated that it exists. Like it wasn't great. It was like kind of boring, kind of stupid at some points, but it
Yeah.
was just like
I thought it was
another tarnish on what used to be a good franchise.
Yeah. I thought it was like just okay with like a couple funny / cool moments, a
Yeah.
couple, but then the fucking blurg scene
Oh my God.
and
The
a
blurg
couple of the
was
other
the best.
scenes.
So do you think in like Disney World now they'll have like blurg rides? Like you can like ride a
Oh
blurg?
my God.
Like maybe you can rent one and go around the
Then
park in a
I'll go.
blurg. Then I'll go to Disney.
I
Yeah.
want to ride a blurg so bad.
Somewhere in a lab deep below deep below Disney World headquarters is geneticists creating fucking blurgs. So in 10 years you can actually
God.
ride a blurg around.
And then right below that, it's Disney's head.
No, all the blurs are going to have Disney's head. So it is kind of a bummer because Pedro Pascal's good,
Yeah.
and some of the people behind the show are good.
Sure, I'm sure.
Who's the director you
Oh,
like?
Werner Herzog?
Well, Werner
Oh,
Herzog.
the director? Who was the director?
Taika Waititi.
Oh, Taika Waititi, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Favreau.
Oh, was he involved too?
No, Taika Waititi, I think, was an actor.
Yeah, John
Oh.
Favreau
Yeah.
was the.
I think Taika Waititi was just like
director.
a part in it.
Oh, okay.
You know, he played Hitler.
But Giancarlo Esposito is in it, who was in Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I wanted it to be a little bit better, especially because I heard so much good stuff. Maybe that's part of it too, because I heard so many
Yeah.
good things. And I'm like, oh, this was not that
Yeah.
good.
I am curious to see like what's gonna happen with Baby Yoda, but like I'll just read the article later,
I'll read the title of the next article that I see.
and then that'll be that. Yeah.
Huh, Baby Yoda dead. All right. Okay, good thing I didn't watch.
That's probably how I'm going to consume this also, is I'm just
Yeah.
going to read my Facebook newsfeed.
Wait until the next meme comes out.
Yeah.
I honestly am not gonna consume any more of this.
Yeah.
So I'll put my cards out there for the listeners. If like you love Star Wars and you're mad at me, I kind of knew going into this I wasn't gonna like it, just because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sick of Star Wars shit. And I still enjoy the new movies somewhat-ish, depending. But I just knew, I'm like, this is gonna be shit. It's Disney putting out a TV show that they don't care about. They just think we care about it. So
Right.
I kind of knew, but still sucked.
Yeah. So, would you recommend The Mandalorian?
Yes.
Okay.
Please watch it. Actually, if you got some friends, like I made more jokes to you guys than I should have because we were going to record after. So if you're with friend, and I still had a good time watching it.
Yeah.
So if you're with like friends, watch it just to make fun of it. Like if you all kind of equally don't care about Star Wars or hate it like I do.
Right.
So yeah, that was fun, but don't.
Yeah.
But steal it, please.
Yeah.
Don't give Disney any more goddamn money.
But they're bundling Hulu and ESPN Plus.
Oh, both of them?
Yeah. Yeah. If you still love Star Wars and you've loved all the movies, then you're gonna love this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to revisit the world. I mean, even if it's overdone and we're so sick of seeing the cash grab, like, it's still nice to
Yeah.
see what's going on.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
I kind of agree with it. I just wish the worlds had become more interesting in the last 40 years.
Yeah, they could easily have made a Mandalorian series or a Star Wars series that wasn't in our known little galaxy, like
Right.
our known little universe. There's Star Wars is this whole universe where they can travel at the speed of light, and there's so many things are possible. And they're like, what else do we know about Star Wars? Just do something different.
Yeah.
You have like the kernel of the idea, and then expand on it.
Yeah.
Don't just give us Salacious Crumb again.
Yeah, and like the spy guy with the long nose.
Yeah.
Him again. The IG unit again. I'm pretty sure the ape-looking guy was in one of the earlier movies. Like they
Yeah, I
just
believe it.
They're just reusing all the same shit.
That's all they do.
Every
They have the costumes.
well, yeah, and
No,
every
they spend more
every
money
planet
now to
is
make it
like
look shitty.
desert planet,
Yeah.
snow
Yeah.
planet,
Right. There's
salt
never,
planet. Like,
Yeah, there's
it's-
never like a beautiful, except for maybe where the Ewoks live.
But that's just
That's a
like jungle
moon.
planet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What'd you say?
I said, well, that's a moon. The forest moon of Endor. Yeah, they never have a planet that's like, oh, there's some trees here, and a city here, and then some snow here.
Yeah, where are the cities?
Yeah.
Two
There's, like,
plus
little
different
sandy
habitats.
villages.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was the what?
and then
Except for Orlando. Yeah.
when they do cities, it's fucking
when they
insane.
did a city in one of the prequels, it's a city planet, and the entire planet is just one gigantic urban.
Yeah, what was that,
fucking thing.
Naboo?
I was just going to say that that's like what I remember. It's like, wait, wasn't there like a floating city? Like,
Yeah.
I seem to remember that.
Even
from something.
underwater was a city in that fucking
Yeah.
movie.
All right, so what
Cloud
about
City, we'll give it past though.
what about you guys? Do you recommend The Mandalorian? Elizabeth, I assume no.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't really know how to recommend it, so I don't know if that's fair, but no.
Well,
Yeah.
if you liked it,
I didn't. So
okay,
no.
then don't recommend it.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, yeah.
No. Okay.
If you like Star Wars and you want to revisit that world, like, go for it. But it
Right,
wasn't
right.
very good.
Right, it's not long to watch the first couple
Yeah, it
episodes.
didn't
Yeah.
hurt.
It was worth it for the blurgs.
Blurgs.
I did it for the
We did it
blurgs.
for the blurgs.
That's our next T-shirt.
Oh, I hope I never hear anyone say, I have spoken.
Oh, that's already a meme too.
Oh, God, that was
Hold on, I'm writing
terrible.
down we did it for the blurgs.
Will The Mandalorian get a second season? Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I was going to say, like, no, to be controversial, but of course it will.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Any other thoughts on
Yes.
The Mandalorian?
Two thoughts.
Okay, let's hear these
Same
jokes.
thing. They're both terrible. Well, one of them's terrible. So I wrote The Mandalorian as the title.
Yep.
And then I often write what program it's on or what network. NBC, HBO. This time I wrote Scam. That being said, I also put an E at the end of Scam. I just saw it and I'm like, fuck you, idiot. Because I was just writing down like, oh, The Mandalorian, oh, what's it on? I'm putting scam bullshit, and then, but I wrote scam wrong. Scam.
Game. Yeah.
That's all I got. Final thought, I'm fucking stupid.
All right, everybody. If you have suggestions on shows for us to watch, you can email us at trialbypilot@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at trialbypilot. And please go on to Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcasts. Unless you really like this, then don't rate us. But otherwise, rate us, leave a review.
Give us one
and
star,
subscribe to the
pussies.
show.
And thank you, Kelly, for being here.
Oh my god, thank you so much
Who?
for having me.
And
The
thank you
blurring
to,
in the corner over here.
Who's this blurg over here? We're gonna keep doing this, right? Yeah. The blurg.
and thank you to the Beats for providing our theme music.
Yeah.
Later, y'all.
Thanks, Disney.
Later, you blurgs.
Watching